Hey, my name's Tommy and today's Tuesday, which means it's what day? What's important to me today? Game of Thrones. Okay, so basically Game of Thrones is coming back for a third season on March 31st. And in case you missed it, or you're forgetful as fuck, I've decided to recap the entire first season for you. Okay, so basically it begins in Winterfell, which is like the Canada of Westeros. Cold and unnecessary. King Robert visits Lord Stark and is like, hey, the hand of the king died. Can you come run my kingdom while I get drunk and fuck bitches? And Lord Stark is like, sure, why not? But then his son Bran sees the queen fucking her twin brother, so her twin brother pushes him out of a tower window. Also, some albino bitch marries some barbarian and then they had barbarian sex. And then Bran is in a coma, but Lord Stark still goes down south with the king because Father of the Year, right? And Lord Stark's bastard son Jon goes even farther up north to join the Night's Watch. Also, the albino bitch is back. She goes up to a prostitute and is like, hey, how do I have good barbarian sex? And the prostitute is like, get on top. And Lord Stark makes it to King Landing and he's all like, surprise! Lord Robert spent all of the kingdom's money. Ned's wife Catelyn finds out that the previous Hand of the King could have possibly been murdered, so she secretly sneaks off to the south. But she's found by her childhood friend Littlefinger, which I don't even know. Also, the queen's other brother is a midget who apparently doesn't know his own body weight because he is like permanently drunk. His name is Tyrion, and he went up north to BFE with Jon. So Ned starts looking for clues, but then he finds out that all of the queen's sons were conceived with her twin brother. Also, Lord Stark's wife thinks that Tyrion pushed Bran, so she arrests him. And his daughter Sansa is trying to marry Prince Joffrey, who is kind of a little bitch. People keep asking her, have you bled yet? And I'm like, you can't just ask people if they've had their period yet. And his other daughter Arya is like butch and is like, I can be whoever I want to be and I want to be a swordsman. And albino bitch's brother has been like hitting her and molesting her and shit, so the barbarian throws the melted pot of gold on his face because, you know, that's what you do. But then barbarian gets cut and dies. Back in King's Landing, Lord Stark confronts Queen Cersei about her incest, you nasty. And she's all like, in the Game of Thrones, you either win or you die. There is no middle ground. Which basically means don't fuck with a strong, independent white woman. So then King Robert dies because duh, and Prince Joffrey takes the throne. But Lord Stark is like, incest. I call incest! So they cut off his head and put it next to George Bush. So albino bitch gets a dark evil witch to heal barbarian because for some reason that seems like a good idea, but it doesn't work. He turns into a zombie, so she sets herself on fire in grief. But she doesn't die and instead gives birth to 3 dragons because fuck yeah, dragons. Oh, and Tyrion escaped. He threw some bitch off a mountain. I probably should have mentioned that. Well, that's it, guys. If you liked my video, thumbs it up and go comment down there. And tune in next week for Season 2 recap.